Oh, man. Dude, I'm telling you, sometimes you just gotta go out and have fun. You have that one coworker, or maybe that one friend, or kid in your class that everything they do just looks like they're having a blast doing. Like, they enjoy everything. Every moment. They somehow are always having a fun and always have a smile on their face. I feel like it really helps you learn not to take things so seriously, you know? I remember at one point in time, I was that guy that kind of, like, because I cared so much about, like, stuff, you know, like, whatever I was doing, like, work or maybe, like, sports, you know? Sometimes I would take it a little too serious because I cared so much and wanted to be successful or, you know, whatever it might be, but, at the end of the day, it's like, dude, why so serious? Right? And that's kind of the lesson I feel like I've been really learning lately is, man, just go out and have some fun. For real. And I look back into, you know, my how much I've grown in, like, we'll say, like, the last year. Dude, there is no one that has more fun than me at work or, you know, just hanging out. Like, I'm having fun doing I'm having fun doing everything, man. Doesn't matter what it is. And hey, I'm gonna be honest, some people don't like that. Some people will say that you don't take anything seriously. But it's not true, you know. That's not the case at all. Like right now, dude, like this morning, went out, met my dad for coffee, had a good time, just hanging out, laughing, right? Went on a walk with my girlfriend, had a blast doing that, right? Doesn't sound like those are both two not exactly exciting things. They're so fun and cool to do, right? But you know, you'd be like, okay, like how do you have like how do you get to be silly and have fun doing all that stuff? Like, it's just, dude, it's whatever you make it, you know. Now I'm getting ready to go hang out with some friends when I'm done recording this, and yeah, I get to go be just so silly, you know. And I remember, yeah, like I said, a year ago, dude, I was not the same, you know. I remember walking to work and everyone was just like the room just felt like no one wanted to be here. No one had any interest. No one just was like, I'm here to clock in and clock out, and that's all you're gonna get from me, you know. And I was like, dude, I gotta change that. Somebody's gotta change that. It didn't have to be me at the time, but I was like, well, if no one else is gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it, right? I think it's also really helped me like figure out that's not right. Where does this go? Oh, it's this one. It's kind of really helped me figure out like who I am. Like, I know deep down I was always the kid being silly and goofy in class, and, you know, trying to make soccer practice fun, and, you know, not messing around or getting out of control, right? Like, I was always one of the most diligent kids, you know. Made sure I got all my work, or made sure practice went great, you know. By the end of the day, I was like, you know, especially like, you know, doing sports, right? If you're a leader, you know, can't be that leader that's always taking it too serious. You gotta be, you know, learning how to slow things down. And like I said, it's sports, man. It's for fun. You know, even at work, it's like this is a fun job, you know, that a lot of people enjoy. you have to show them, you know, especially, you know, being like in management, you know, if I'm showing that, I'm like, man, this job is so stressful. I'm so stressed out. Like we got to do all these things. We got to make sure we're meeting our goals, our marks, whatever it is, our sales, whatever it is, right? Dude, man, nobody's going to want to work with you. No one's going to want to work at that company. But I love interviewing people because I get to show them how much fun that we get to have. And, you know, like, yeah, there is time where we have to work. But at the end of the day, dude, if you can balance both, then you are doing it right in my book, you know? It's such a serene day. This is kind of what today looks like here in California. Pretty much clear blue skies, a little bit of clouds, beautiful weather. That's why we're going outside to hang out later. Okay, so this is not looking too shabby. I'm trying to pull up my reference photo. I'm actually wondering what it would look like with slabs instead of the stairs. Like it's too angular, you know. I want it to be like softer, not as dramatic. Also, I just want to take this second to really say thank you to all of the new subscribers. I, like, the last 2 days got a bunch. And when I hopped on my computer today, I had my YouTube channel open, and it said 991 subscribers. And honest to God, the truth is, I'm not, I think, mentally or emotionally prepared to hit 1,000 subscribers. Just because, like, let's be real, that was never a goal, never something on my mind. I think 12-year-old me would have loved that. But, you know, I'm not 12 anymore, you know. I'm just doing this, like I said, for fun. I think with YouTube especially, like, this is really, really fun to do. You know, there's a lot of passion that goes into doing this kind of stuff. No. No, not the rain. Like, that's why I really enjoy watching videos and YouTubers about stuff where it's like they're doing it purely for the joy and the love of whatever they get to do. You know, they could care less about the viewership and all the other things, right? Because you feel that in the video. Maybe you have a favorite YouTuber you watch where it's like, yeah, they are just constantly grilling like sponsors and you know, ad revenue and all those things, right? I think it's just a different experience when you're watching them. I'm not sure how to do this. With the rain, I'm not gonna lie, it is so much difficult to see with the constant blue. Shucks, man. Oop. Wait, go back. Maybe it only needs to be this far. Maybe like that instead. Let's take a step back and look at, dude, the stupid rain. Let's see if I have a shader that has better rain. Let's go Bliss. Haven't used Bliss in a minute. Oh wow, totally different. Mm, hmm. Yeah. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. Let's try it like that. Basically, it was like this, right? Oh, well, you can hardly see the rain falling at all. Like, it's so faint. But no, I promise there will be people in your life that there are those people that go out and have nothing but fun and are so free and chasing freedom and don't really have a responsibility for their repercussions or actions, right? I'm not talking about like that. I'm just saying that, man, it is dark out here, bro. I think there's a really, really, really good balance to be had. Okay, now I feel like I'm at the point to where I need to do, like, the first row of this. And, I think it's gonna be spruce trap doors. And, like, maybe some stairs. But I don't know if I have enough spruce for it, to be honest. I think my favorite part about being the funny, silly, goofy guy at work is that it's really kind of brought me out of my shell more, like out in public and stuff, and inspired others to do the same at work, you know, like everybody's having so much fun. I think that's really awesome. And it's all just turned into like kind of like one big inside joke, you know. So it's really really cool. It's really special. Okay, where are the salmon? I got a comment saying that I should consider turning my sound down and making my microphone louder. And I was like watching and listening to some videos, and I was like, yeah, the game is still kind of loud, honestly. And I do kind of talk quiet. Oh, here's all the mother load. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sammy. Ah. I remember as a kid being frustrated too, like I said, at a time, I'd sometimes took like some things too serious. I wasn't competitive in any way, but I was like, no, guys, like we're here to do this, like this job, or like, hey, this practice really sucks. Like this is an important game. Like we gotta take this serious, you know. And I remember it wasn't as fun. You know what I'm saying? And it made it feel even more like more stressful, more, you know, like the stakes were higher than they really needed to be, you know? And it's crazy, like I look at my dad and he's like the most unserious dude I have ever met. And I remember being frustrated too. I'm like, dude, can you just take one thing serious, Dad? Like I'm trying to talk to you right now about something serious. And he's like, dude, that's not a problem. Like you're tripping out over nothing, you know? And I was like, man, here I am 20 years later. You are right. You're right, Dad. What do you know? I remember being stressed out from school. I was such a bad, like, school used to give me so much anxiety because I would get like bullied a lot, and like elementary school, middle school really is when it started, between like the bullying increasing, and then like classes getting harder, and you know I was like considering transferring to like a more like a private school where you would have to like test to get into, you know. So I was like, I gotta like ace all my tests, you know, like all this stuff. And I'd just be sitting there like so anxious the entire day for like no reason, because I was like, well, there's a test coming up or whatever. I was like, okay, well, like don't want to get beat up or made fun of today, so I was just like sweating it. And it's like, no, there's like recess, lunch, like go out and have fun and take that to, you know, forget about everything. That's your chance, you know. I don't really want this kelp. I just want the salmon. And that's kind of what these videos, 20 minutes a day, does for me, you know. Helps me forget about everything. Just focus on having fun, having some time to myself, right? Yeah, I am so excited to go out and enjoy the beautiful weather, hang out with my friends, play some games. The cool part is that these are all coworkers of mine, you know. It's so cool that I have that relationship with them, because let's be real, like my friends that like I had like before I got this job, or like, you know, friends from high school, you know, like we're all still close, all live in the same town still. You know, but I really just don't get the chance to see them a lot. And it's a bummer, man. This would maybe be I made a video like 2 years ago now talking about it, or maybe like a year and a half ago, talking about how, I think I titled it something like, you will lose friends along the way. And it's just the part of life. But, you know, I do have a few friends where I can go years without seeing them, and then I see them, I meet up with them maybe for like a drink or like lunch, or just to hang out at like a last time I saw a friend was like at a graduation party last year, right? And you know, you just pick up where you left off. That is a good friendship. That is solid. But with some of my friends, dude, like they went up and had plans to my brother was having like hosting a game night, and they were gonna go out and do a bunch of really cool things, and then plans changed and it turned into like a brunch or lunch, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna be at work, I can't go. And it just it's hard having those relationships where everyone isn't putting in the same amount of effort into the friendship or the relationship, and that's when it becomes like really difficult. I'm like, okay, I'd rather hang out with my coworkers, because I'm like, hey, do you guys want to do this? And it's like, boom, it's done, like no hassle, right? Because they all want to do it, you know. They're all like, yes, I want to spend time outside of work with everyone, right? That's cool. So I'm really looking forward to that. Get some good exercise in. I don't know where to grow this tree. Gonna need probably a bunch of spruce trapdoors, like a lot. No, that was not 20 minutes already, dude. Are you serious? That was insanely fast. Let's see here. Oh, that's cool. Look at all these particles. Shucks. Well, hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you go out and have some fun and try to take one less thing in your life a little less seriously. So thank you. I appreciate all the support, and I will see you tomorrow.